Hi everybody, here we are with another Beatles Finds video, and it's been way too long since I made one. And I'm going to get right to it without wasting time to start by showing you some items that I actually got in the mail from some viewers of mine. And I'm going to start with this, which I received. A nice envelope. And inside the envelope, as you can see, we've got the Beatles 1 potato, 2 potato. What is it? Sergeant Pepper and Captain Sea Salt. The item was wrapped in between here. And before I show any more, let me say that this is from my friend Howard. I never played this. I don't own a cassette player. I hope it works. Howard Weinstein. It's really nice of him to send this. Anyway, so this was just used as kind of a wrapper for what was inside. And this is a cassette tape. Murray the K live radio shows with the Beatles featuring the song Shout. Now, when I first looked at this, I thought, well, this is very nice. It's very thoughtful to get this, but I guess this is just something that somebody just recorded themselves, you know, because I have a lot of Murray the K stuff but with the Beatles, but apparently this is more than that. It's actually, you know, it looks like officially made in a way. And the cassette itself has actual, you know, official writing on it here. So it wasn't just a matter of somebody recording the Murray the K and Beatles stuff. This is actually a release, whether it's legitimate or illegitimate, probably illegitimate, but doesn't matter. I really like this, and I thank you, Howard, very much for thinking of me and sending this my way. So we'll put this on the side for now. Now, the next gift that I got was from my good friend Rossi, 1973. If you don't know Rossi, that's R-O-S-S-I, 1973. Check out his channel. He's just started the channel. He's a really, really nice guy. And he primarily started with Elvis Presley material, but he's getting into the Beatles now. And I am absolutely dead chuffed. Is that the right term? I hope I got it right, the UK term. He's from England, Rossi is. And he sent me these wonderful cartoon drawings of the 4 Beatles. And I am definitely going to hang these up. I haven't decided whether I'm going to frame them yet or whether I'm just going to hang them as is. But I think I'm going to frame them. And every one of them is signed down there by Rossi, 1973. And I don't have anything in this Beatle room at this moment that has to do with the Beatle cartoon series. And I actually have been wanting to do that, wanting to get Beatles cartoon related stuff and putting it up. So I have one of them by all 4 of the Beatles. One of them of all 4 of the Beatles, I should say. Here's Paul. That's really nice. And we have George. I always like George, the cartoon with the long chin. And finally, yeah, Ringo, the cartoon version of Ringo. I love it. So as I say, I may frame these and put them up. Either that or just put them up as is. Thank you so much, Rossi. I really appreciate it. And let's see, on with the other Beatle finds here. Okay. I got you might call this a replacement in a way, an upgrade. It's an original 1970 cassette tape box of George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, 2 tapes. And as you probably can tell by looking at it by now, it is still sealed. It has never been opened. I have a copy of this. It's not in bad shape. I have one of these that's already opened. So I was wondering whether I should invest in the money to get this. But I decided that I would. So I have one down the line for trade, or maybe as a contest win someday if I have another contest. So there's that. Okay, I got a copy of this particular US 45 Matchbox and Slowdown. I already had this, but this is a little bit of an upgrade. It's a lot sharper and just a nicer condition than the one I have. The one I have isn't really bad at all. If it was really bad, I wouldn't have even bothered owning it in the first place. So this is another item that maybe is for trade sometime. The other one that I have. The record, which I'm not going to take out of the plastic, is really in like minty shape. If you were to look at it, it's really, really clean. So this is another upgrade we have here. Okay, next up, we have a German pressing of Paul and Linda McCartney's Ram album, and you can see I've got the lamp here reflecting in it. It's a glossy cover. It's German. And I always like German pressings. I think they sound really good. I like that it's laminated as opposed to, you know, the US one that I'm used to. You know, there's the gatefold that we all know. And for those who want to see the record, nice minty shape. I played this already. It sounds really clean. Really good sound quality. Very good to have this. Okay, now I made a video a while ago about some Russian Beatles Finds albums that I had picked up, and I had yet to actually feature them in a proper Beatles Finds video. So we're going to rectify that problem right now. These are in no particular order, but we're going to start with the Beatles for Sale from Russia. And I got to tell you, these Russian albums, a lot of people have been doing really nice videos on these. The first one who comes to mind is Paul, Fit to be Tie-Dyed. He's got a really good channel, and he's showing a lot of the Russian releases. And also Beatle Brad. Beatle Brad had shown a bunch of these. You might want to check their videos out. And you know, these are always a mystery because they're bootlegs. I'm pretty sure they're reissues, bootlegs, whatnot, and whatever they are, I have fun with them. I don't really care, and you never know what kind of label you're gonna get. This one here has the Anton purple kind of label. So these are a curiosity. As I go on, I'll explain why they're curious. Okay, next up I have, taking them out of the clear plastic, Let It Be, which is really, really nice. And again, I don't know, somebody can tell me if there's a gatefold of this, you know. The label, this is the other kind of variant on the label, which shows up from time to time when you get these Russian releases. And, you know, you have the same kind of, I have the lamp in the way here, folks, I'm sorry. Same kind of oval kind of design there of the logo, but this one has the flag, kind of flags, and more like a, I don't know, colorful, different colors, not just the purple. Did the other one have a flag too? When I showed just previously? If it did, then that just goes to show you that I'm not really paying close attention. So, next up, we're going to go with Magical Mystery Tour. And again, I should have done my homework. I like, before I talk about should have done my homework, I love the way that looks. It's just different, you know, writing, obviously, lettering, and color scheme is different. This is not a gatefold, nor does it have a book in it. I believe there's a version that has a book. There's different versions of this. This is the purple variety without the flag. Okay, next up, we're going to go with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This particular copy is laminated. The back is laminated. The only thing is we only have John and Ringo. And now, if I understand correctly, there's a version of Sergeant Pepper from Russia that has a full kind of gatefold kind of deal, and also the back. Is this the album that the back also has Revolver on it? It's very strange because when I first got this, I thought maybe somebody had snipped and made two albums out of this, but I hear that they actually did do two different versions of this. So this is a second version where it hasn't been cut, hasn't been snipped, but there are two versions of this. What kind of inner sleeve do we have here? Interesting inner sleeve, but it's a little, inner sleeve is a little messed up, so I'm not going to go there. And we have that kind of purple variety of the label. Yeah, so, you know, my two favorite Beatles in order, you know, John and Ringo. So anyway, now we're going to go with Yellow Submarine. This is Yellow Submarine, Russian album. You know, again, don't know if this is a different kind of version. Again, we got the purple label. Don't know if there's one that has a little more to it than this. I don't think so. But I like, you know, I like the differences. I like the covers, even if the cover is basically the same image we've all seen. I like when the covers are at least a little different lettering, obviously, with Russia in this case, and different coloring. The colors are different. Okay, now we have another album that's been shown a lot on YouTube, Rare Beatles, again, Russia. You know, anything with a different cover always catches my eye anyway. Interesting assortment of tracks here, but the label, I believe, on this one is different. One side you have that's side 2. Side 1. Okay, very interesting, these Russian albums, you know, it's and so many variants on them, you know. I want to get the Sgt. Pepper that's not like split into two albums or whatever. And the last Russian album I have here, and indeed this is the last item for this entire video, is an interesting album here, the Beatles hits. And you can see there the songs that are on there. And I'll try to see what the label is on this. Yeah. Red label. That's it, everybody. I'm going to proceed with the vinyl finds of all kinds right now, so you can watch that too if you like. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'm out of here for now. Take care.